What's up everybody, it's CJ and I'm back with another Pleasantville renovation video. So today we're going to be furnishing a supermarket, which I don't think I've ever furnished a supermarket, like ever in The Sims. So this was kind of cool. I don't know what it is y'all, but I am really addicted to making these kind of videos. Like I don't know what it is. You know what? I think I do know. I think it's the fact that usually when I do furnishing series, you know, like Rockwood Island or Rosewood Park, usually I just kind of stick to the houses because the other lots are already kind of made up. But this time around, every lot is empty, so I kind of can do whatever I want to. So like the other day I furnished a fishing lodge. By the way too, if this is your first time seeing this, I'm doing a series where I'm furnishing like all of the lots in this custom world that was made by Boring Bones. I have a playlist. The playlist will be linked down below if you want to like check out the playlist. But last week I did a fishing lodge. It was basically for rich Sims, and then like the Sims also owned a small park beside it, so it was kind of fun to kind of furnish that. But today we're going to be working on a convenience store. So the first thing that I did was I recolored the floors and the wallpaper. I kind of wanted to keep it kind of generic, because at first I didn't really know like what sim would work here or like who the sim was. But as I started furnishing, I do know what kind of sim lives here, y'all. Well, I guess works here. So the sim that owns this business, he lived in this world his whole entire life. He went off to university, but he just came back home to kind of give back to his community. So he opened up a convenience store, and he's a bit of a nerd. So there's like a lot of like nerdy type of objects in here, like action figures and stuff like that. But that's basically like the premise. He's a nerd. He's most likely like a little bit older. So think like adult, maybe super close to elder. So he's a little bit older, but he just kind of lives here and he works. You know, maybe I should furnish a house for him. That'd be kind of nice. But yeah, he just kind of works here at his little shop, you know. So to me, this is more like a convenience store slash grocery store type thing. It's kind of like one of those catch-all kind of stores where like they kind of sell some of everything, you know. And usually if they don't have what you want, you can just order it online or like request it. And then if he can get it, he'll like get it sent to the store or something. So it's kind of like one of those kind of places, you know. Because to me, I feel like this world is kind of like cut off from the rest of the world because it's like an island, you know. And I kind of feel like most of the people that live here have always lived here, and I feel like the town is trying to encourage tourists to come with families and money and stuff to kind of like help the economy in the area. So I kind of feel like the store is kind of trying to expand a little bit too. I kind of talked over it, but as you can see, I kind of like walled in these little wall sections. So I wanted these to kind of function as like a display case or like a little display window, so to speak. So I put some of the shelves in here. So like I said, the store is kind of like a catch-all, so they sell some of anything. So I wanted to put like some makeup cases. I don't know what they're called, but I use like these makeup display things, and I put them in the window. And then on the other side, I ended up putting like some beauty supplies and some like cologne and stuff like that, you know. I guess it's like a general store, so you can kind of get whatever you want. I did use the general store register. This is a rabbit hole, by the way. So the rug that you see is a rabbit hole rug, and if you don't know what that means, basically there's these mods that are rugs but they function as rabbit holes. So like, you know, in the Sims 3 when your Sims go to like the grocery store or like the movie theater, they kind of just go to a building and disappear. These rugs are basically that building but just in rug format. Hopefully I'm not confusing you. So basically this rug is the one for grocery stores. So if you need your Sim to go to the store or like get a job at the grocery store, you can click on the building, I believe, and it'll work, or you can click on the rug itself and then you can just have your Sim, you know, shop for groceries or get a job. So, you know, I wanted to put that kind of right by the front door so you can kind of see that it's there. I like using the pattern with the ring around it so you can kind of like see it a little bit easier, but the rabbit hole rug is in the entryway. But I also ended up putting like a general store register. It comes with World Adventures. I think you can just get like some general stuff, I want to say. I need to actually look to see if there is a potential other one that I could get. I think that might be like the only one that's like generic, but if there is another one, maybe from the base game or something, let me know, y'all, because I will swap it out. And by the way, too, I will leave this lot linked down below if you want to just get it. But if you rather wait for me to finish the whole entire world, I will release the save file eventually so y'all can get, like, everything. Like I was saying, y'all, the Sim that works here is a nerd. So I kind of feel like he has to kind of sell some nerdy stuff, you know, some action figures, some figurines. There are some toys in here, too. So I guess, I mean, you can pretend this is a toy store also. So we have like that little display with a superhero. I did swap the swatch to be like a robot. Now I'm just kind of putting up some lights and some signs and stuff like that. I found this really cool sign from the university pack, and I was like, oh, that has got to go. That's literally giving convenience store vibes, you know? So I wanted to put that in here. I actually had a lot of fun with furnishing this, y'all. Like, so much fun. Again, it's not every day that I do lots and builds like this, and I've been saying this for like maybe the past 2 years now, but I've really been trying to get out of my comfort zone with building, and especially with furnishing, you know, because I feel like when you play The Sims, you tend to kind of sometimes use the same things. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not y'all, but I do anyway. I tend to use like the same things over and over again. You know, you just kind of have your favorite items, but I'm trying to like break out of that to use stuff that I normally don't use. So for example, these shelves, I never use them. Those awnings, I never use awnings at all in any build. I feel like usually when I build, I don't really do community lots. I'm more so a like home or a house builder, so it was kind of cool to use them today. So yeah, so now we're gonna move it on to the second shelf. So for this one, we just have a bunch of like noodles. I deleted these noodles later on in the video to kind of put some more toys in here. I wanted this to kind of be like a more like general store, so I put toys. Over here we have some like washing detergent and stuff like that. I found this sign from the Town Life stuff pack, and it has like a washing machine on it, and I was like, oh, that would be perfect above this. So I ended up moving it over here as well. But y'all, I'm telling you, I had so much fun with this lot. All I have to honestly do is just playtest to make sure that the NPC sim can come to this lot. Because when I was making the movie theater lot a couple weeks ago, I had an issue where like no sims could get to the register. Like my sim couldn't, the NPC sim also couldn't do it. So I had to like playtest and change some stuff. So I do need to playtest to make sure everything works. But if you do download this lot and you see that some things are different or like misplaced, that's usually why, you know, it's just for gameplay sake, you know. This part right here annoyed me so bad. So you'll see that I'm like deleting stuff and trying to place stuff. I did not know this, but you cannot place 3 objects on the bottom shelves for this shelf. I don't know why. You can do 3 at the top, but you can't do 3 at the bottom, and I don't understand that. I got rid of like the pet bedding and like the pet food, and I moved it over behind the register. So over here I'm using like some Katy Perry sweet treats, which I feel like some people may not have Katy Perry sweet treats, but I was trying not to use a lot of store content this time around when I was like furnishing, so you know, it was candy, store sell candy, so I was like, you know, maybe it might not be so bad. But if you don't have Katy Perry sweet treats, it'll just get replaced with something from the base game, so don't worry, you can still download the lot. But I just wanted to put it just to kind of have something there. So over here now is where I'm gonna put the register. I also had to figure out where to put the doors, and then around this time in the video I realized that I didn't have the Sims 3 tool mod installed. So when I'm doing these videos, I'm using a different mods folder. It's not like my main one that I always use for all my videos. Whenever I do furnishing videos, especially worlds that have a lot of CC, I try to have like a separate folder just so, you know, I can like load up the game quicker and just kind of like use the stuff that comes with the save file and not like mix and match my own CC in it. So around this time I realized I didn't have the Sims 3 tool mod installed, which if you don't know, the Sims 3 tool mod is so amazing, y'all. You can basically like move objects in ways that you're not allowed to normally. So for example, I have like the calendar and a bulletin board super close together. You can't normally do that in the game. It's a cool mod. I've done a video kind of going over it when it kind of first came out, so if you want to see that video, I can leave a link down below as well. But this is just me now putting up the register, and I'm just kind of like trying to make sure that it could work with move objects turned off, because I did not want to run into another issue where like Sims couldn't get behind it. I think it should work, but if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to move some stuff. And then behind it, I was like, let me put some gnomes up. So I put like some little like pet gnomes. If you don't know, these come from the pets pack, and basically each gnome has like a different sign. So if you look close enough, you can probably see it. There's like a heart-shaped one for cats and a heart-shaped one for dogs. That's basically supposed to like encourage more like animals to come to your lot. So if you get the one for cats, cats will come. If you get the one for dogs, dogs will come. There's also a gnome that has a sign that kind of warns off deer and raccoon. I also wanted to put that in here too, just to kind of have like some variety. But now I'm kind of moving on to the bathroom. The bathroom, I mean, honestly, the bathroom is kind of generic. You know, I use the same countertops. I use the sinks from the base game, and I use like those paneled mirrors from the base game as well. I did kind of have a slight color scheme for this building. I kind of went with the white and blue, so I kind of like recolored the bathroom stalls. I wanted to put a window in the bathroom just to let some natural light in. I also realized that I didn't have any lights in here, so I wanted to put up some of the ones from the Ambitions pack and some of the ones from the base game. And now I'm just kind of recoloring everything. I kind of went with a different color scheme for the countertops in here, as you can see, but that's pretty much everything for the bathroom. So moving on, the last room that we have to furnish is the office. So I wanted to let in some more light in the office. I did put up some blinds from the base game behind it just to kind of like, you know, have some you know, decoration on the wall or whatever. But I ended up using a base game. To me, it looks like an office desk, like an actual office desk. So I wanted to put that in here. I put an older computer. I also put like a little pencil case in here, or like a pencil holder or whatever. I put a lava lamp in here as well. I just had a lot of fun furnishing this room. I really like how some of the lots in this world are small. I feel like smaller lots, especially when you have to furnish them, they kind of make you get creative. At least for me, it makes me extra creative because I'm like, okay, we have like little to no space. What can I put in here? So yeah, I think the office turned out pretty good. I did put a rug underneath the desk. I put a calendar up in here. And that's pretty much everything, y'all, for the inside. And then just for the outside of the lot, I wanted to kind of make sure that we had some parking spaces because I realized that we had a pretty big parking lot in the back of the lot. So I put like some of the parking spaces from the university pack. I also wanted to put a dumpster behind the building. I don't know if that's like the decorative one or the ones that your Sims can dumpster dive in. I need to test that to see because I want to have the one where your Sims can actually dumpster dive. So I need to play test that to make sure. But I did put a dumpster. I also put like some recycle bins out beside the building. I put like a little traffic cone out there as well. I also put a display sign out by the front door as well. This is around the time when I decided to take those noodles away and I wanted to put like some more toys in here. So I ended up putting like some dolls. I also put like a little unicorn and a dragon plushie over here as well. I'm using the Sims 3 tool mod to kind of move up this unicorn so it can kind of be on the bottom shelf, you know. But in all, y'all, that is pretty much it for the entire lot. I'm probably gonna make some more of these videos very, very, very soon, so stay tuned. I feel like a lot of y'all are maybe enjoying watching these. I mean, I'm reading the comments, so it looks like y'all are, but I am just so addicted to making these videos, y'all, so like, I don't know. You know, expect more to come. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Please be sure to stick around for the screenshots, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching!